When you're trying to get people to watch your video, you're asking them for an extremely valuable resource, their attention. And in order to merit it, you have to earn it. Otherwise, your request for their attention is an unwelcome intrusion, not unlike a spam phone call, destined to be hung up on, maybe cursed at, probably blocked. The most reliable way to earn this valuable attention is a relationship. Have you ever hung up on a friend who's never betrayed you? Or have you blocked your doctor's office phone number? Both have earned the right to your attention in an emotionally or information-based relationship. In both cases, the friend or doctor has consistently proved that your attention is valuable to them. And by proving your attention is valuable, which is your most valuable resource, they're proving that you are valuable to them. So how do we build that relationship and earn someone's attention in a digital world where we might be trying to reach someone who we've never met or who's never heard of us before? We must consistently prove that their attention is valuable to us by providing the emotional connection or information that they need at that moment in a clear and concise manner. This is hands down the most difficult but most important aspect of content creation. So let's break that down. We must consistently prove that their attention is valuable to us by 2, providing the emotional connection or information that 3, they need at that moment, 4, in a clear and concise manner. Okay, so first, we must consistently prove that their attention is valuable to us. Viral posts, seemingly overnight successes, rarely happen on the first attempt, and if they do, they're one-hit wonders, here one day, gone the next. Jesus himself drew crowds, but it was those disciples whom he spoke to every single day and built an intimate, personal relationship with, who ultimately carried forward his mission. In the video and content creation world, consistency looks like consistency. You have to take the long view and build a plan that allows you to create multiple videos or multiple posts shared at regular intervals. Your first post is simply that, your first post, a tiny snowball that you have to add to for it to get bigger. People won't start watching until after you prove that their attention is valuable to you. And the only way to do that is through multiple posts shared even before they're watching. Research shows that someone has to see a message about 7 times before they'll take action. And in your personal experiences, you don't consider someone a friend after you've met them the first time, but only after multiple quality interactions over time. But that leads to the second part. To prove their attention is valuable, we must also provide emotional connection or information. Basically, your video or content can't be empty. We're not in the business of cheap scams and throwaway content. To build a relationship, content must have meat, a purpose. It must connect with the viewer emotionally or give them valuable information. To do this, you must be focused on them, which is extremely hard in a digital relationship where the physical person is not right there in front of you. Bridge that gap by making your audience as real to you as possible. Good marketers have a method for this. It's called building an audience persona. The idea is to create a fictional person that's the epitome of people you want to reach by writing down typical demographics as well as life experiences, hopes, fears, dreams. This helps make the invisible audience visible to you, but it must be based in reality. So you must meet, ask questions of, and get to know the sort of person that you're called to reach out to. Find out where they gather, both physically and digitally. Then go there and talk to them. Smell like the sheep. Write down their answers and typical quotes. Keep their faces and their emotions ever before your eyes. One of my clients, who serves executive directors in a nonprofit field, actually has pictures of every single director they serve framed in a prominent place in their office. Once you know them, creating content that builds an emotional connection or provides valuable information is easy. You know their hopes, so address them. You know their fears, address those too. You know you have an event or program that they will really benefit from, so tell them about it and tell them why. You also know their preferences, so just like the good friend who can buy you your favorite coffee when you need it most, you can make a video that makes your audience laugh, cry, or feel inspired when they need it most. Okay, so to earn someone's attention, we need to 1, consistently prove that their attention is valuable to us by 2, providing the emotional connection or information that they need. But there's a third part here, at that moment. Timing is everything. Remember your friend who bought you that coffee? Would you appreciate it as much if they brought it right before bed? Probably not. You would probably let it go cold and only think wistfully that they should have brought it in the morning. Luckily in video, we don't typically have to be as exact as in the morning or in the afternoon, but timing does still matter. It tends to be more relationship-based, so if someone doesn't know about your organization, it's not the right time to give them a 1-hour webinar about your founder. They won't watch it. It'll go cold. Rather, give newbies a short and sweet video about why your mission matters. That will light them up like hot coffee in the morning. The general rule of thumb is that if they're just getting to know you, it's the right time to give them short, more broadly applicable content. Once they've dived in and become dedicated followers, then it's the time to give them longer, more in-depth content. You can nail the timing by using a mix of targeting tools, including those available on social media for free. You can actually tell the social media platform to show one particular video, like a short intro, to people who are not yet subscribed to your channel, and to show a different video, like a deep dive, to people once they have interacted with your content. Email newsletter platforms are also excellent at targeting based on how engaged that person is with your content. Okay, so we need to 1, consistently prove that their attention is valuable to us by 2, providing the emotional connection or information that they need at 3, that moment, and 4, lastly, it needs to be in a clear and concise manner. On social media, you have less than 8 seconds to capture someone's attention. Some researchers estimate you only have 3 seconds. You have to cut to the chase. Say what is essential and only what is essential. Don't start out with a long logo animation or even by introducing yourself and using filler words like, I'm so-and-so and I'm so happy to have the chance to talk to you about something. Get right to the good stuff. If you're writing a script, you should start by articulating your entire message in 1 sentence. That's right, 1 sentence. Once you know and share that essence, you can fill in the details. If you're sharing an interview, select the most important, most interesting quote and put it first. Then you can get to the other explanatory sentences, as long as they're important, of course. There is no golden length that you need to hit. The video should be as long as it takes to clearly get the message across, and not a moment longer. This is where a colleague or an outside viewer can really help you. Have them read through the script or watch a draft cut of the video and ask them if it was confusing, which means you cut too much, or if it lost their attention, which means it's still too long. Your future audience will thank you, and they'll actually show their appreciation by granting you some of their very valuable attention. And that's exactly when you start again with fresh content, consistently proving that their attention is valuable to you by providing the emotional connection or information that they need at that moment in a clear and concise manner. For more mission-driven marketing tips like this one, subscribe to our newsletter at 100foldvideo.com and let us help you multiply your ministry.